What's good, everyone? This is RawTruth Media giving you the raw content that you deservedly need. Please like and share this video throughout all social media platforms. And it's been a while, but I'm back. Had to take a break and just recalibrate, but now expect a bunch of videos from me. You may never know what the topics are going to be, but today we're going to talk about recruiting. TC Taylor and his coaching staff is at it again. But I thought that Jackson State can't recruit anymore. And just because you're not getting 5 stars, which is hard to get, by the way, doesn't mean you're not having a great recruiting class. And they're still adding. They could add a potential 4-star, you never know. But in this recruiting, there's 2 players that they got commitments from. And again, one thing I like about this recruiting strategy is that TC Taylor and company are going back to the well, quote unquote. And that well is Louisville High School in Texas. For my Texas natives that watch the show, Louisville has been producing some players lately. And that's smart. They got a 3-star O-lineman. His name is Devin Love, 6'4", a little bit over 300 pounds. He was teammates with Quavion Davis, who we all know was a freshman All-American, had a great first year, and I expect great things from him. Ethan Terrell, also teammates of them. So you see the pipeline, and you never know. Maybe from years to come, Jackson State could be a place for the Louisville high school players. And I expect their talent to grow each year, or it continues to grow. But this is a great commitment. It's always great to have O-line depth, whether they start or be an impact player on the 2 deep. These things are not popular because it's offensive line, but I love the trenches. I love when the trenches are stout, physical, violent. That's what I want to see. And they're going to get that with Devin Love. If you watch his tape, good hand placement. He is what I call a road grader. He does all the dirty work. I gotta say, I love the recruiting strategy. Mixing the depth with high school and JUCO players. For the most part, you don't really see Jackson State just getting anybody from the portal to be buried on the bench and not playing. For the most part, when they get someone from the portal, it's usually someone that's going to automatically contribute. And that's what I want teams across the country to do, because it doesn't make sense to get someone from the portal and they're just going to barely play or sitting on the bench. So I like that they're meaning this Jackson State class, this coaching staff is really putting a focus on high school JUCO players to stack the team, make sure they have the best depth, not only in the conference, but in the FCS. Now, another commitment, and this was just today, Travis Terrell Jr., 3-star player off On3 recruiting sites, 5'9", 5'10"-ish, 180 pounds. Super athletic cornerback. He can return kicks, has good hand-eye coordination, very solid hands at the DB position. He's going to be a great addition to this team. And again, another player that could have played anywhere. Could have played in an AAC conference. Could have played in the Mountain West. Could have played probably a Big 12 school. But he chose Jackson State. GSU has been on fire. Their train is not going to stop. I'm telling you right now. This staff is motivated. They heard all the talk. They heard that they can't build a winner, even though his first year was 7-4. Now, I know there were a couple games that they let go, like Alcorn. They could have won that game. Special teams was a hindrance. Against FAMU, they gave up 400 plus yards of special teams return yards. So you see motivation with these recruiting tactics, and I'm all for it. Now, I gotta speak on the elephant in the room. There was an offensive lineman that used to play at Jackson State. Y'all know his name. His name is Amari. And throughout these couple of months, he was, throwing jabs at JSU. To come and find out that he didn't really commit. Now, you're saying commit. What are you talking about? I'm talking about there was a brother on social media that found out that he was a preferred walk-on instead of a scholarship player. Nothing wrong with preferred walk-on. But this is the bad part about recruiting, clout chasing. Pretending that, you got a top 3. And I knew something was off because he had a D2 school in the top 3, and it would be Colorado. That's odd to me, but let me digress. In all seriousness, I hope everything's well with the brother Amari Ward. And it's better to leave with grace than to leave with arrogance. Let me say it again. It's better to leave with grace than to leave with arrogance. This is the same Jackson State fan base that shows love to every single player, no matter if they the starting quarterback or below the depths of the bench, never playing. So I would think you would show the same respect. But good luck to you. And again, I'm not trying to make a Colorado video, but I had to point that out because I thought it was funny. I really thought it was funny. And the reaction was funny as well. I just got to be honest about that. But yeah, be honest about your offers. No one's going to judge you if you're a preferred walk-on because it all makes sense. Out of all the linemen that Colorado's getting right now, they're getting some top-of-the-line linemen. They are. And so it doesn't make sense to put someone like him who's not even ranked on a scholarship at Colorado. When you have all those talented players you just acquired that has played in games, that has a lot of experience. But I hope all is well for the brother. Now to the Jackson State acquisitions, they're going to have a bright future. I feel good things about this team. This team is going to be the most talented team in the SWAC. Hopefully, and I'm going to say one of the most talented teams, because I believe FAMU is going to be really good as well, and many more. I think Alcorn, if they keep their quarterback, and I've heard rumblings, he may take Texas Southern, Coach McNair. We'll see what happens, but I love the Alcorn program, and many young programs are starting to blossom. It just takes time with recruiting. But peace and love to everyone. I hope everybody have a blessed day, and I'm out.